Hello and welcome to Patched. I'm your host, Paul Jameston, joined by Matto Phillips. How's things, mate?
Excited.
Saving your pennies, right?
T minus. T minus. We are T minus 3 days away
Off for
of
packs.
packs. 4 packs. Off for
Co-
3 days away from sore
Co-op,
feet. Sore
co-op
feet.
drinks and all sorts. It's going to be a good time. That got away from me really quickly, actually.
I know. I
Um,
just blinked. It's like, oh, it's packs. I was like, oh, shit.
It'll be good to see everyone again. If you're someone who's watching this show, you work with us in any capacity, and you've dialed in this, we're very keen to catch up. Co-op drinks Friday night. Make sure you're there. But before all that, hopefully, hopefully everyone's bought their tickets for PAX, because if you're also a Game Pass subscriber, you may not be able to afford your PAX tickets any longer, because the prices have gone up quite considerably, as it was announced this week. So to kind of give everyone what they need to know before we dive into some of our opinions here. Now, of course, there are like annual ways to buy Game Pass subs over larger periods of time. These are just monthly prices that we'll go through. But actually, can you buy annual?
I don't think you can.
I know I've got 12 months. Oh, hang on, here we go. 12. It's linked me to. Oh, but then it links me to Core, not. Hang on, Ultimate, Core. Oh, okay. Amazon's not working for me in that regard. Maybe you can get 12 months, but it has to be via through the Xbox directly. But your new prices on a month by month basis here. These new prices will come into effect for new subscribers and November 4th for existing subscribers. So you've got a little bit of time to stack up if you wish. But Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is the absolute top tier, was $22.95 per month. This is all Aussie dollars, everyone, too, by the way. Was $22.95. It's now $35.95, so a $13 increase there per month. PC Game Pass goes from $13.95 to $19.45. Game Pass Premium, which I don't know what the difference between Premium and Ultimate is. Unless it's the fact that you get the PC added in there.
No. Yes, but
Ultimate?
also too, I'm looking as well. It also includes EA Play and Ubisoft.
Oh, okay.
And Fortnite Group.
And some Fortnite
whatever.
bullshit.
Bullshit, yeah.
But Game Pass Premium's now gone from $15.95 to $17.95, so a $2 bump there. And Game Pass Essential, which is just what the old Xbox, like the old one that gave you games with gold. Or no, actually just like online, basic online, goes from $10.95 to $12.95, so a $2 bump there as well. Now you're right, there are differences between these different tiers. So, the Game Pass Essential tier, it's required to play games online and now includes cloud gaming, in-game benefits and rewards, as well as a catalogue of 50 plus games that are playable on both console and PC. Game Pass Premium will also include cloud gaming, in addition to over 200 games on Xbox consoles and PC, as well as new Xbox published games to the service, excluding Call of Duty. Within a year of launch, in addition to rewards, so you're not getting them day one. And then there's Ultimate. Xbox Cloud Gaming will now stream at 1440p with access to 75 day one releases a year, and will also get new rewards such as Fortnite Crew and Ubisoft Plus Classics. So again, unless you want your day one release, if you don't care about day one releases, fine, pick whatever tier you want. But if you want your day one release, you've got to go Ultimate. Talk to me, Matto. What are you thinking about the new pricing?
I just think of the people who came up with this idea thought, who would have thought this would be a great idea to give to your customers? They just think, oh yeah, they're silly enough, they'll pay for it. They found out the hard way that their cancel page on on the Microsoft website crashed.
Yeah,
because people.
That says all you need, right?
That's all you need to know right there. If your cancellation page is crashing,
because too many people want to cancel.
Yes, too many people are trying to get in to cancel their subscription. So that pretty much tells you everything right there. It's just what people thought. Oh, this is a good idea. Let's jack up the price by, what was it, $13 a month?
$13 Aussie dollars, yeah.
Or an extra, what's that? Almost $150 a year Australian, give or take.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. yeah, I say it's not a very smart thing to do. And this is quite funny because this is coming many years ago when they put their Xbox Gold membership up by $1 a month, and people got absolutely furious about that, and then they dropped it back down.
Yeah,
This ain't gonna happen this time.
the whole best deal in gaming thing.
No more.
No more.
The
Don't get
best
me
skill
wrong,
in
and I think there's been a lot of. It's weird because a lot of the noise is coming from the hardcore group. Now, if you're exclusively an Xbox owner, now admittedly, there's fewer and fewer of those these days because people are multi-plat, or they want to go to their PlayStations to go get this, or they play on PC, or they've got a Switch 2, whatever. But if you are just an Xbox person, then there's definitely it sucks that it's more expensive, but there's still plenty of value to be had there. Like I would imagine, so what, 35 a month, 36 a month. 36 a month by 12 comes up to
like
$432. So we're talking about like four and a bit full price games for the entire year, and that's not that's factoring in you're not gonna pick up some indies or whatever it happens to, and get access to the full catalog. I think it's a perfectly reasonable deal if you look at it through that lens. But outside of that, like if you're a multi-plat person, like if you're someone like you or I who does play multiple games over multiple platforms, doesn't always necessarily go to Xbox for what they want to play, or if you're the super casual person who, I can get Call of Duty here for free each year. Well, you've got to get Ultimate for starters, or you're not going to get your Call of Duty free. But also, or Fortnite, like these things that they're looking to add in there, that doesn't justify a cost of $432 per year under any circumstance. And so there's only one very, very small group of people now who are going to be, I think, genuinely satisfied with this. And that group is getting smaller and smaller because Xbox is making so many other mistakes, or is, sending their games to PlayStation and to Switch and all those sorts of things for other, ultimately logical business reasons. That section of the pie is getting smaller and smaller, and so I don't know. I don't understand what they're doing here. They're looking for some money up front, but I don't know if that's going to screw them in the long run.
It's also a very bold claim to say that they're going to have 75 plus day one releases too, because that's like one. I'm trying to think of this maths here. I'm trying to think, what's that? One every four? No, not every 4 days. Every 5 days, maybe, give or take.
Yeah, it's about every 5. So it's just over 6 a month, which I think they could probably manage through indies. Like they're not talking big AAA. They're just saying we're giving you 75. So, and I mean,
But that's
this
the
year,
problem.
they drop your Claire Obscures, and keep in mind, not even factoring in their own stuff. You grab a Claire Obscure, boom, there it is. You get some indies, boom, they're like they sort that out. I think they sort that out pretty easily. But whether they are and obviously Claire Obscure, and there's plenty of great indies out there, but whether they're actually top shelf titles over the course of the year remains to be seen. Hell, they can't even get their own first party.
That's the problem. It's like that's the reason why I cancelled my Games Pass back in June, July, because I sat there, just had a little light bulb just light up in my head. I thought, and I just sat there for a second because I think they put the prices up around that time as well by a couple of bucks. I can't remember. Like I thought, then it just came to me, like, name a Xbox Studio game that you thought was really, really good.
In the last how long?
Figure it in the last, let's just say 4 years, and the answer is none. In my opinion, like, you really think hard about it. Like, you can say Forza, but that's a racing game. I think if you stuff up a racing game, there's problems, and they've been doing it for years. There's been no Halo, there's been no Gears in that time. You can say Dune: The Dark Ages would have been a really, really good game. Unfortunately, they just put absolute unnecessary gameplay in it. Like, for instance, the dragon line.
I think that means it's not as good as 2016 and Eternal. I think that's still an excellent game, though. I've got no problems with that. And Indiana Jones is pretty amazing as well.
It is. I forgot about that. But then you got like something
amazing's actually a bit much. It's very good.
Yeah. Then you got something like South by Midnight. It's not
perfectly fine.
Hellblade 2 had some good things, but was ruined by poor combat.
Yep.
Redfall, we don't have to talk about that. We know what happened there. Starfield didn't particularly live up to expectations of, you know, we have so many planets, and then you go, well, I have to walk this entire planet. Where's my transportation? You don't get it. And then argue with the consumer saying, well, stop complaining. I'll go
And
play
then
the
some of
other
the other
worlds
and
instead.
some of the other stuff that is good is coming multiplayer anyway. And again, we'll go back to Indiana Jones, Doom, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion when it came out. You know, the remaster came out early in the year. Forza's now come out multiplat. Uh,
Gears,
Gears will,
if you want to throw Gears.
yeah, and E-Day when it comes out will be multiplat. If not right away, then eventually.
Outer Worlds 2.
You'd imagine, yeah, Outer Worlds too. I mean, now that one's a weird one because that was an IP established elsewhere. And that
Already.
kind of fits the Doom thing, but you're still not wrong. And it's probably only a matter of time before Avowed from earlier this year jumps. That's out before
Oh,
South
yeah.
of Midnight jumps because they'll want to make their money on that. Um, the word continues to bubble along that Starfield will drop at some point, and that's apparently early next year with this big final major expansion, and then it'll come to PlayStation as well. So like, hell, they announced only last week, whenever the PlayStation State of Play was, that Flight Simulator is coming across now, and
Yeah,
that was
2025. Yeah,
the 2024 version, yeah.
2024, yeah.
But that was a bit of a mess when it first launched. By the time it comes out to PlayStation, it's going to be good to go, and it's getting a VR version, which
So they're going to have use for the VR now. Wow.
but the PlayStation
Microsoft's
version is
gonna-
going to be the definitive version of it. Like it's just
That would be quite hilarious if Microsoft saves the VR too. That would be
I mean, that would be
absolutely hilarious
that would be fun.
if that was the case. But there is
But it
one
won't
thing.
because
There's
it'll
one
probably
big
come to,
savior.
it'll probably come to Oculus and all those too, or Meta, sorry.
But there's one thing. There's one company out there having a real fun time with all this mess of Xbox's Game Pass prices going up, and that is GameStop. They're having an
yeah, their
absolute
socials,
hoot.
yeah.
They're having an absolute hoot of a time. Making fun. It's like, don't worry, our prices will be the same, even if the prices do go up. And people are like, can they do that and this and that? And then they're bringing out memes of like when Games Pass came out in 2015. It's like, oh, I don't need you anymore. That was Games Pass. 2025 comes around. So Games Pass and the beer go, oh, hello, my old friend.
I have
And it's
seen
just like,
some good stuff from them.
I mean, they've actually had an absolute good year, old GameStop. Even when PlayStation Online went down, it's got, oh, you wouldn't love your physical copies now, wouldn't you? It's just mocking PlayStation.
And the reality is too, by the way, that GameStop, other retailers are actually doing the same thing as GameStop, which is like they're not increasing their prices yet, and that's just because they're working through a backlog of codes. But as soon as they're sold out, they're going to knock their prices up too. They're just going for a bit of an optical win at the moment, and GameStop needs every win they can get. So, good on them. It was pretty funny. I enjoyed it. But the other one enjoying it is PlayStation because they look. I don't love this as a PlayStation fan because like they've gone very silent. They don't talk much. A lot of the personalities have disappeared. But while they've disappeared, Xbox keeps stepping on rakes, and Phil Spencer and Matt Booty and Sarah Bond, they all coming out and make these comments that then ultimately blow up in their face a few months, maybe a year later, and they look like idiots or liars.
Yeah, I mean, they'll talk about how great.
They're going, great, they're just sabotaging themselves. We'll just sit here. We'll put out one game a year. Ghost of Yotei is amazing too, by the way, everyone. And just let Xbox keep stepping on rakes, Sideshow Bob style.
And that's the thing too. Like they'll talk about how successful Games Pass has been and all this, and then all of a sudden, this happens. And we did say at the start of the year too. It's like they've been having a good run so far, but they're going to stuff up somewhere, and they've done that twice already in less than 2 months. And I can't remember what the good things they've done now since those two things happened. It's just this is like the biggest hold my beer moment of the year.
What?
Like
He's about to do something stupid.
Oh, never mind. They've done
Sorry,
it.
I'm just busting out the Simpsons references left, right, and center here, but yeah, I don't understand it. Now again, and I make sure I put this in all episodes since it occurred. At mid-year, Xbox sent me 12 months of Game Pass Ultimate. So like I'll continue to check out their stuff while I can, but I'm not gonna. But then with that done, and thank you very much Xbox for that. With that done, like if they're not providing me Game Pass access, I don't really have the incentive to check it out, especially as they continue to bring games to my preferred platform. So and the prices, while they are, I'm just running out of reasons. So I don't know. It's crazy what they're doing. They are planning clearly a huge year next year, and maybe next year is the first year of many years like this, where like the content pipeline is finally what they've been proclaiming it to be. Because next year we're supposed to get, there's meant to be something Halo related.
We
Phil
got
has not
Gears.
directly said that, but they've alluded to that. We'll get Gears E-Day. We're going to get Forza Motorsport 6. We're going to get Fable. Like, the big four are all, like, it's peak Xbox 360. We're getting the big four in 1 year, which is,
That's the thing. Like they're
that's a
having to
huge
get
statement.
their big. Yeah, I know they have to get their big franchises back into carry
But even then,
Xbox.
is it too late anyway? Like, that could be part of the
Probably
problem.
not. I think it's already too late. It's been too late for the last 10 years. Let's be honest. But they can try. You never know. It might succeed on PlayStation. Better than Xbox.
I mean, people buy games on PlayStation. So
Physical games
physical
too.
games, which again, GameStop would love that. So I don't know. Good luck to them, I guess.
I think it was it last year or something. We had this conversation about the price of subscriptions and when would we stop at what price. I think that time is now, especially the Ultimate, and especially I don't know with the whole Ubisoft thing. Like, why would I want a catalog of games that are average for or games that for the last 10 years have been very average from Ubisoft? Like you could say, oh, Assassin's Creed 2. It's like, yeah, but I've got that on PS4 with the Ezio collection. So guess what? I could play it on my PlayStation. I don't
Yeah,
want to play Star Wars Outlaws because I've got that. And
yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, they're not even chasing some of the right games in terms of the external stuff. So I don't know what they do. I don't know how they fix this. Their games are making steps in the right direction, but I don't know. I don't know if it's all going to be too late. I want to believe they can get their act together. I really want to believe they can get their act together. But then they make decisions like this, and
they keep doing it every
keep
time.
doing
It's
it.
like, oh yeah, they're going in the right direction, and they do something incredibly stupid. And you go, oh no, never mind. We're back to here. We're back here again. It's like we say the old GTA thing of, oh shit, here we go again. Here we go
Here we
again.
go again. Do you see this though as being some sort of cue? Nintendo, firstly, Nintendo's had the greatest deal in gaming. I know, like with it's like 20. Oh, well, it depends on whether if you're part of a family plan, it might cost you like $10 a year.
It's cheaper.
But it's like 60, $70 for the
$60.
entire year.
$60. Yes.
For your Nintendo Switch Online, and
That
all
also
like
depends on expansions as well. If you haven't got the expansions, it's probably a little bit cheaper. So if you don't have the
oh yeah,
64 or Super Nintendo stuff, which
GameCube.
is GameCube, but which you should get because I hate to say it, the games they release with the Nintendo 64 and GameCube games is probably a lot better than what
Xbox is putting out, and like
released,
25-year-old games.
That's embarrassing. If you look at it, you see, oh, what new game they got this week? You go, oh, that game. I remember that game. It was a great time, and you just play and go, oh man, this is so good, or oh my god, this is horrible.
Yeah,
You never know.
But like, do you see? I don't think Nintendo changes, but they're not trying to compete in the same way. But PlayStation, do you see them increasing their prices now?
No,
Plus?
because I don't think they need what for Nintendo.
No. So does PlayStation bump their PlayStation Plus prices up?
Oh, I mean, they can if they want to. I mean, they did it last year and people didn't seem to care about it because now you look at it now. Now you look at it and you think, oh, it's not as bad as what this is. But
That's it.
I sort of feel like
for that
they
context
will.
for everyone. For premium here in Australia, or deluxe actually. Sorry, it's not premium because we don't get the
PS3 games.
We don't get the PS3 games, so it's got but pricing is all about similar. 12-month subscription to PlayStation Plus Deluxe, the top tier is $214. So it's half. It's half
price
what
of
Game
what
Pass is.
Ultimate is, yes. And eventually you will get your first party games. It just might take 2 years, but still.
Well, they put value in their
will get
stuff,
them.
and
Yes.
it'll be like, again, I referenced Ghost of Yote before because it's just come out. It might be 12 months before people can get that on PlayStation Plus, but
It's half
you
price.
clearly weren't that excited for it in the first place, right? So
So you could have brought it
you could have bought it.
if that was the case.
and they're not charging you obscene amounts, so no big deal. Don't get me wrong, like $214 per year, or I'm just going to round off to $215 actually. But like that,
About
it works out to be about $18 a
18.
month. But
That would be for your premium for if you're
that's
doing
for
Xbox.
premium. That's if you go on, the other tiers like extra, which does get you like a big catalog. That's $187 a year or $188 a year. So that's just short of $16 a month, and then you've got your essential where you get your three games every month. But your online, even that's not bad. Like they just added Alan Wake 2 for this month, and it's not like once you
really?
add it, it's always in your library. You keep it.
Oh, I didn't know Alan Wake 2 was there. I've already got it on the Xbox, but I can just get on PlayStation just for laughs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if it's not, then it's out this. Yeah, actually, it might be a timing thing. Actually, yeah, it'd probably be coming out this Tuesday, or Wednesday morning, whatever. Would be when you'll get Alan Wake. Oh, that's old. Thanks, JB. But yeah, anyway, that's like, I mean, look, they've got room to increase the price now, as long as they add value to it. They're fine for a while now. And hell, like if they get the PS3 streaming stuff, I mean, if then
if they get the if they get the PS3 stuff going there, I'll pay for that subscription, no problem.
They could go from, what did I say it was, 200 and what?
214?
200, yeah, they're 200. Like they could go up to $300, and I'd be like, yeah, sure, still justified, and it's still $130 cheaper than Xbox.
And you get about 130 more games.
And better
first party games, better games.
And
than Xbox.
They keep adding stuff. So does Xbox, but Xbox seem to come and go a little bit more. And then there's just more stuff that continues to be exclusive to PlayStation, whether people like it or not. You get your Neos, your Final Fantasies continue to be exclusive early on. In fact, there's still a lot of stuff from Japan that ends up being kind of exclusive to PlayStation, at least temporarily. But then they invest heavily in the Chinese scene and the Indian scene and all those, and so you're getting more and more games that just, they're not even necessarily, well, just because PlayStation's invested in them. They're not buying the studio, but because they've supported the teams as they've built them up, supported the whole country as that scene develops. The games come to PlayStation. They don't necessarily come to Xbox, or they don't come to Nintendo or PC. They might eventually, but there's just, the library's just bigger and bigger and bigger, and some of these things end up being freebies through PlayStation Plus. So the value just continues to grow. But anyway, good luck, Xbox. You're screwing yourself over really badly. Any other thoughts?
Yeah, good luck. You're gonna need it.
I mean,
and also too, they've been trying to push it hard on Twitter and everything. I'm just like, no.
Oh, they've been really busy on socials. I haven't.
Socials are, yeah. I think they've just been everywhere. It's like, oh, but this, you get like their stupid point system or something. It's like, oh, you get this many dollars worth. I was like, yeah, I don't care about that because it's probably just crap. 100,000 points a year. I was like, I don't know what those 100,000 points do. It's not like any other point system will get me a toothpick or something. It's like arcade things. Like, here, have a key ring that's not very good. They're like, oh great, that's 4,000 tickets I just wasted.
Yeah, there's not a huge amount of value in it now. I don't know what to do. So, good luck to them. Good luck.
I'd like to say do better, but we know that's not going to happen either.
Just stop doing so badly.
Or stop doing something silly. Stop stepping on rakes. That's also just not going to happen either.
Enjoy the thumbnail on this video, everyone. It's Sideshow Bob stepping on a rake.
Of course it is. When you say rakes, it's, you can't.
As soon as I said it, hang on a minute, there's the thumbnail, and I've been busy working on it while we were chatting.
No matter what you say, if you're as old as us and you say the word rake or step on a rake, you're instantly going to think about Sideshow Bob. Everyone does it. It's not like it could be a generational thing, but every time you hear step on rake, you eventually hear someone just go the words. It's like, every time. That's what it's always Sideshow Bob. So Sideshow Bob Xbox? Get him with a rake?
Sideshow, but yeah, anyway. We're losing the plot. But so have Xbox, so here we are. They're driving us mad. We want to love you, Xbox. Just stop screwing everything up. All right, we'll wrap things up there. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All the buttons down below. Hit the notification bell. That way you're alerted to every new video the moment it goes live on the channel. That includes Patched. We've got Let's Plays, Shorts, and a whole lot more. Visit the website, player2.net.au, for reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, links to the podcast series Patched, the Player 2 Pixelcast, and Dev Diary. I might even be recording a new Dev Diary from PAX. These are just going to be like random sporadic drops, but and it might even relate to Ghost of Yote. But anyway, stay tuned for that. Where are we? Patreon. Patreon.com/player2au, kicking a few bucks. Lower tiers, early access. Higher tiers, monthly episode exclusives. And finally, there are socials. Matto.
Battlefield.
Paul, James Games, myself. The website is player2au. And until next time, which, I don't know, we'll see how we go timeliness-wise, because we do have packs to contend with. We might be completely spent, but stay tuned for our next episode, which is likely going to be a bit of a debrief on packs anyway. We'll chat soon. See you later.